Hello, my name is Diosa Steiner. I'm here to inform you about what is Juneteenth and why it's still important today. Did you know Juneteenth is a combination of the words June and 19? There is a reason why this word comes from this combination. The Emancipation Proclamation abolishes slavery in the Confederate States of America starting on January 1st, 1863. Then the 13th Amendment of the United States Constitution formally abolishes slavery in the United States in 1865. Since that year, we are living in a country where a person cannot be the legal property of another one and cannot be forced to work for them. I studied and researched about Juneteenth over the past week to familiarize myself with this term. Juneteenth is about a celebration of the slave emancipation, and it is still alive today. Now, you may be thinking, is Juneteenth a critical part of the United States history? Yes, it is. Juneteenth is an essential part of the United States history, but it also represents the end of the slavery in Texas, and nowadays is a national celebration of slavery emancipation. But what is Juneteenth and where it started? Juneteenth is the composition of the words June and 19 because it was on June 19, 1865 when Texas was informed that all slaves were free. Although Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation 200 years before, it was until that day when Texas was notified about. According to William, the celebration started when General Gordon read the proclamation that officially freed the slaves in that state. Juneteenth celebration started in Texas. Then, a few years later, African Americans were celebrating Juneteenth in other states, making it a nationwide tradition. In an article written by Hunt and Arsenault, the celebration of Juneteenth became a nationwide event due to the slave spread. As I said before, it was 2.5 years later when Texas was notified about the slave freedom. According to Wiggin, until today, it is not clear why the news about the Emancipation Proclamation messages took so long to arrive in Texas. There are different legends about it. One of them states that a person was killed when he was traveling to get the news. Now that we know what is Juneteenth, how Juneteenth has changed over the time. Juneteenth celebrations has grown over the time. It started as a celebration of freedom in Texas. However, it has a period when the celebrational day of Juneteenth declined and then rise again. Nowadays, Juneteenth is seen as remembrance of freedom from slavery as a celebration of advancements and respect for people's life. The celebration of Juneteenth was affected by World War II. People no longer participated in this celebration and it was declining. According to Wisconsin, in this modern era, Juneteenth is celebrated with gathering in family and with food. Juneteenth is not only the celebration of the end of slavery, it's an opportunity for African American people to raise their voice. In 2020, Juneteenth was used as an opportunity to protest mistreatment of the African American community by the hand of the police. Today, it's impossible to think about the possibility of going back to slavery. Imagine that you had just been captured by a group of men you had never seen before. You are taken away from your loved ones and you have no idea where you are going. You are forced to live with people that you have never seen before. As you look around, you see men, women, and children scarred, sleeping on top of each other. You start crying, but no one hears you. You cannot escape. Now imagine that you hear that someone declares that you are free. Imagine how happy you are. And that day that you become free is Juneteenth. According to an article about the Juneteenth 115th anniversary, on June 19, 1865, Texas estimated 250,000 slaves were officially emancipated during a ceremony. For this reason, it's so important for African Americans because it represents the beginning of the new life. Finally, Juneteenth is used to celebrate life. According to Wisconsin, by 2017, 45 states and the District of Columbia has officially recognized Juneteenth as a state holiday. Texas was the first one to recognize this as a holiday in 1980. It is not a nationwide holiday yet, but I believe it will be soon. All in all, Juneteenth is a freedom day. Today, the large percentage of African Americans continue celebrating this day. Juneteenth has an historical impact in the United States because it represents the end of slavery. Juneteenth is not only the celebration of freedom, but it is also a celebration of life. Hopefully, the next year on June 19, you can remember that this day is the Juneteenth celebration, and it is a thankful way to remember our freedom today. Thank you.